It is said that every sport has its hallowed ground. For baseball, there's places like Wrigley Field and Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park. For golf, it's Augusta. For here for horse racing, it's Churchill Downs. And to the racing fraternity, it's Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Today we're here for the running of the Brickyard 400 for season 27 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And stop number 26 on the season as well too. As we're set for 24 laps around this racetrack here. We were at the Indy Road Course we were at the Indy Short Track, I should say, about 10 miles up the road at Lucas Oil Raceway, part of the which has got the short track and the drag strip all in the same facility. But today it's the legendary Brickyard they're going to tackle here today. 40 drivers in search of one thing on this racetrack: victory. And here's the starting lineup for this ring event. On the pole at 198 miles an hour, it is Seth Cole in car number 25. He's alongside Keith Batson. Keith Batson has a crown jewel win already this season, the Daytona 500. Seth Cole has yet to win this season. Second row, Levi McIntyre in 99, and number 19, Rob Evans, has the outside of the second row. Good qualifying run for Rob. Third row has the brothers Dever. Here, Cole in number 3, the winner at New Hampshire, and Tyler in number 24. Next row has number 9, two-time winner this season, Kyle Matthews, and number 1, Trent Dunham on the outside. Pontiac and Chevrolet. Going to row number 5, it's Charles Sanford, number 03, in the Vanilla Coke Chevy, and Joshua Osborne in car number 10, who starts in 10th position on the outside. Going to the next row, it's car number 17, Jesse Turner in the Zest Soap Ford. He won at California. Beside him, number 41, Taylor Gertis is on the outside. Next row has Dylan Young. He won at Homestead Miami Speedway this season in the number 2 Miller Ford. And beside him will be car 43. It is Mike Becker in the STP Pontiac, who won at Pocono this season. Next row has Zach Rogers in car number 6 and number 11, Jessica Shelton on the outside. Zach's won twice this season, and so has Jess. Next row has Kev Shear in 69 in the Waste Management Chevy, and number 20, Cole Baker on the outside. Next row has Quentin Moore in 89, a 3-time winner season so far, and number 5, it is Phil Parker. Next row is car 16, Johnny Gardner, 2-time winner season so far, and number 12, Mitchell Collins. Next row is car number 8, Matt Haas, and number 52, Mason Wood. Next row, 42, Nicky Martinez, and number 18, it is Nathan Hudson. Next row is car number 91, Jordan Anderson in the Mopar Dodge, and number 84, Cassie Dent on the outside. Next row down has car number 70, it is Cat Batson in the Jelly Belly Jelly Beans Ford. And number 14, Matt McIntyre. He's won twice this season so far. He won at Colorado National Speedway, and he also won this season at Michigan. Next row is car number 59. It is Zachary Fitzwater. Beside him will be car number 48. It is Jay Jefferson. Fitzwater's won twice this season so far. He won one of the dual races at Louisville Motor Speedway, and he also won at Talladega this season, the first race over there. Next row is Angel Navarro in 44 and number 22, Dylan Poteet. Next row has Kate Anderson, number 88, the Pepsi 400 winner at Daytona, and number 01, Jake Emerson. Next row has number 4, William Brock, and number 30, Ryan George. And starting shotgun in the field will be car number 97, Zach Winkle. And starting dead last, car number 76, Ty Dent, has the last starting spot. But of course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is where we're at here today. Here, of course, this track obviously more known for its history for the the original Great American Race, the Indianapolis 500, the great IndyCar race that's held every held over Memorial Day weekend, at least until 2020 it was. But anyway, but today is home of the Brickyard 400. Today as we're set for, as we mentioned, 24 laps around this racetrack here, and as the field of 40 cars lined up awaiting the word to start the engines here in just a few seconds from now. Next race on the tour, 2 races on the tour after this will be on road courses at Watkins Glen, and then a third dual race of the season at Lime Rock Park. Here's the command to fire them up here at Indy. The thunder of 40 cars comes to life here as the field rolls off on the front stretch to begin their pace lap here. We will be back for the green flag right after this. Field heading off into turn number 3 on the north end of the racetrack here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway here. In-car cameras today will be carried by Jessica Shelton, Charles Sanford, and Kyle Matthews. Those three will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's race at Indy as the field rolls off on the north end of the straightaway, the north end of the racetrack, I should say, excuse me. About to get set for racing here today as the field goes to turn number 4. A Ford Chevy front row here. Seth Cole has the pole for this race here today. And here, it's qualifying at 198 miles an hour. And we got a car about to head on the pit road here. We'll check and see who that is here in just a minute here as the green flag is about to fly here. And the start-finish line, the green flag flies and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Seth Cole, car number 25, has the point here. Levi McIntyre tries to go for second position. Levi tries to move inside, trying to go for the lead, trying to lead the first lap of this race here. And on the backstretch they go. McIntyre to the low side, trying to lead the first lap of this race here. As they come to the start-finish line here, it'll be Seth Coley in the first lap here. We are told that the car that went down pit road to and actually DNQ before, actually DNF, I should say, before the green flag even fell, was Quentin Moore in '89. He was the car that went down pit road. So a tough break for Quentin, who came oh so close to winning this race last season, losing out to Zach Rogers. And this season, unfortunately, the car blows up before he even takes the green flag in this race there. Sad ending in the Brickyard for Quentin Moore. And to make matters worse for Quentin, he was up there in the top 5. He was up there in the top 10 of points coming into this race as well, too. They come to start-finish line. Levi McIntyre now has the lead. Here comes Seth Cole to the low side. Tries to take the lead away. Levi leads this lap, and Cole Deaver at the 3rd position. Kyle Matthews in 4th, and 5th is Keith Batson. Kyle trying to sweep Indy this season. He won the Indy short track about 10 miles up the road at the last race on the tour. And here he tries to get the win at the Brickyard here. But 38 other cars, of course, will be the prime protagonist for this race here today. As they come down the backstretch here, comes car 3. It is Cole Deaver to the low side, looking for the top spot. As he tries to look underneath Seth Cole for the number 1 spot. Levi McIntyre continues to lead this race here. Here they come through turn number 4. And it is Deaver falling back in line here, but Matthews and Batson both close up a little bit down the front stretch. 3 laps into the books now, and down to 21 to go in the Brickyard 400. And those 4 cars closing back up on Levi McIntyre for the top spot now, trying to race with him for the lead. On board with Kyle Matthews down the backstretch they go here. And he'll hit turn number 1 at 216 miles an hour into turn number 1, down to about 184 in the middle of 3. And he'll hit 196 in the end of the north end of the racetrack here. And then down the front stretch he goes. Matthews looks to the low side. You're right with him now as he goes inside of Cole Deaver for the lead. Or, I mean, not for the lead, but for 3rd spot, excuse me. And there's the look from Charles Sanford's point of view. Charles running in 9th. Right now, up ahead of him is Rob Evans in 8th. Charles trying to get a draft here. His last lap, 197.9 miles per hour. And he'll hit turn 1 also at 216. And we got a battle for the lead meantime. Seth Cole trying to look inside of Levi McIntyre for the top spot here. Seth to the inside, Levi on the outside. Outside usually has the momentum at Indy coming off turn number 4, and that's where Levi has it on the outside and keeps the lead for the time being. But now here comes number 3, Cole Deaver to the low side. He'll take the spot away from Seth. Take second spot away from Seth coming through turn number 1. Now turn 2 is McIntyre leads. I should say Kyle Matthews is gonna take third spot from Seth Cole. Now Jesse Turner looks low. And look what happened. I just let everybody in this race now. Dylan Young gets into it, as does Evans, Sanford, Dunham, Zach Rogers, and Keb Shearer. And closing in, Cole Baker in number 20, Joshua Osborne in the 10, 16 card, Johnny Gardner, 5 card, Phil Parker, Mitchell Collins, Mike Becker, and Taylor Gertis in this mix as well too. Nicky Martinez there, Jordan Anderson in 22nd position, Jessica Shelton 23rd, 24th, Zachary Fitzwater in 25th is Kate Anderson. And now Mitchell Collins getting drafting off of the 5 car of Phil Parker, trying to get past the 20 car of Cole Baker. You got a green car sandwich in between 2 yellow cars here, and whoa, Collins about got turned by the 41 car Taylor Gertis. I thought he was going to get turned off turn number 4, but obviously Gertis thought better of it, and they go down the front stretch. 7 laps in the books, just an explosive start to this Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis, and that's now everybody's closed up here. Martinez is closed up, Becker's closed up, Shelton's closed up, Jordan Anderson and the 91 car's closed up. So has Fitzwater and Kate Anderson's both trying to do the same thing. On board with Jessica Shelton in car number 11. She runs 23rd. Mitchell Collins trying to peek ahead. He does so. Collins keeps the spot for the time being. He's 21st. Shelton 22nd. But she gets a spot on him now, and she now close up on Nicky Martinez and the 16 car Johnny Gardner. See how fast Jess goes going into turn number 1. We saw 2:16 out of Charles Sandberg and Kyle Matthews both. And Jess only 2:15 going into turn number 1, but down about 181 going in the middle of 3. She's 195 in the turn number 4. Down to 182 in the middle of turn number 4. Let's see how fast she goes. So she floors the throttle at number 11 Ford. 2:13, 14, 15. 2:15 in turn number 1. Speed, last lap speed for Shelton, 195.669. And the yellow flag is going to fly here at Indy, and something as promised happened in turn number. In the turn of course, and it's Mitchell Collins at number 12 who's crashed. Mitchell Collins, car number 12 in the Pennzoil Dodge. We was just focusing on him a while back, and we just saw him get passed by Jessica Shelton, and so what happened is they go into turn number 1 here. Collins was running 21st when this happened here. Fitzwater goes to the low side in turn number 1. See what happened here. They go into turn number 1. Fitzwater drives up and just deliberately turns the number 12 car of Collins into the wall in turn number 1, backs it in, and back both ends of his Pennzoil Dodge. So Mitchell Collins, of course, number 12 car, he's done for the day here at Indy. Unfortunately for him, he'll be actually a second car out of the race here today. And Collins comes on the pit road here as they try to see what damage they can fix on the number 12 machine here on his lap. Collins, I'm sure, very frustrated in inside that car here after getting turned by the number 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater. Meantime, Cole Deaver and all this madness has taken the lead from Kyle, as Kyle Matthews is now second position, and third is now Levi McIntyre, as we will be back for the restart. Lights are off on the pace cars. We're now half a lap away from getting the green flag here. We'll have 10 laps to go when this race restarts in the Brickyard 400. As we are on lap number 14 right now. It is Cole Deaver leading. Second is Kyle Matthews. Third is Levi McIntyre. Fourth is Seth Cole. Fifth is Jesse Turner. Sixth is Trent Dunham. Seventh is Rob Evans. Eighth is Charles Sanford. Ninth is Zach Rogers. 10th is Dylan Young. 11th is Tyler Deaver. 12th, Joshua Osborne. 13th is Keith Batson, excuse me. Kev Shearer, 14th. 15th is Cole Baker. 15th is actually Phil Parker. 16th is Cole Baker. 17th, Taylor Gertis. 18th is Mike Becker. 19th is Nicky Martinez. 20th is Johnny Gardner. Jessica Shelton, 21st. 22nd is Zachary Fitzwater. 23rd, Jordan Anderson. 24th, Kate Anderson. And 25th is Angel Navarro. As the field will head for the green flag here, Cole Deaver will lead him down. Anticipating the green flag happening here on this lap, and we are back underway here in the Brickyard 400. 410 laps remaining. Levi McIntyre looking low on Kyle Matthews for second place here, as Matthews looks even lower on Cole Deaver. And here comes Kyle trying to sweep Indy this season. Remember as I said, he won on the short track at Indy in the Lucas Oil Raceway. Now trying to grab the ultimate, the Brickyard. Off into turn number 3 they come here. Deaver and Matthews side by side. Seth Cole trying to push Kyle Matthews to the top spot. And here comes Seth there for second place. He's going to try to take second from Deaver at the same time. He pushes Matthews to the lead, but now he decides to go with Cole Deaver now. Pushes Cole back into the top spot. Who leads this lap? I think it's going to be the 3 at the line. Yes, it is. Deaver by about a car length had that top spot here, and margin at that time was 700 of a second, and he and Matthews touch. They touch again in off turn number 1. I thought Matthews and Deaver were going to take each other out of that race there, but instead they keep the handle, and Matthews goes to the top spot. Cole Deaver probably saying, what was that all about? As they come down the backstretch into turn number 3 now. And now Trent Dunham, where did he come from? He goes to second place now. Trent Dunham takes Sonic the Hedgehog up to the number 2 spot now, and Jesse Turner trying for 3rd spot. Deaver, I think, is going to get a draft off of Dunham's car. Maybe keep 3rd place at the moment, and he does. Meantime, to the inside of McIntyre goes Seth Cole. Oh, and Seth just touched with Levi right there, and now Levi goes backwards for the time being here, but keeps his foot in it now as they come down the back stretch. Zach Rogers goes by him in number 6. And meantime, Charles Sanford begins to roll to that low side as he tries to go by Rob Evans in the 19 car. He's already gotten by Kev Shearer. But Shearer's not giving up at a 69 machine as now he and Keith Batson battling it out. Seth Cole now goes inside, looks for the lead, looks for a position on Jesse Turner. As now Rogers gets moved up the track by Levi McIntyre now. Rob Evans follows through, so does Charles Sanford. He follows through in that 03 machine. On board with Charles Sanford in car number 03. He runs in 9th. He and Zach Rogers getting together come off that 3rd corner. Rogers down the backstretch here, gets by Charles, and now Charles loses spot to Jesse Turner and Kev Shearer. So that little get-together cost us 0-3 dearly, and now he's back to 10th position now. Keith Batson looks slow now at number 39. 6 to go. 5.5 now. This time by. But this is the battle up front. Car number 9, Kyle Matthews from Ohio. Car number 1, Trent Dunham from Texas. And then you got the man from Georgia right there behind, Cole Deaver. Dunham closes up. He's up in the back bumper of Matthews' car. Roof cam from Kyle Matthews' car. And the rear bumper cam, and you're looking at a whole lot of Sonic the Hedgehog right there. Trent Dunham trying to close up on Matthews. How would you like to be hanging out of the back tail end off the tail bumper at over 210 miles an hour in a turn number 3? Lap speeds upwards of 197, 198 miles an hour here at the Brickyard 400s. They come down the front stretch now. Completing lap number 20, we have 4 to go. Dunham again closes up. It's now down to 900ths of a second. That time by. Seth Cole for 3rd position. He's got it on Cole Deaver. Now can Seth catch up to the front 2 cars now? If they keep the draft going, they may be able to. But there is the battle for the win here at the Brickyard 400. It may be going up to about 4 cars possibly after this. Seth Cole in 3rd, Cole Deaver 4th, Levi McIntyre 5th, and give a call to Rob Evans. He's in 6th position at number 19 car. Mixing it up with the bad boys here at Indy. And Trent Dunham, meantime, takes the lead from Kyle Matthews as they come off turn number 2. Seth Cole still in 3rd position. He's trying to help Matthews now, trying to get back at the back of Dunham's car. He looks low, scoops up some clean air, tucks back in behind Dunham's car. 6 cars racing it out for the win at the Brickyard 400 now. As they come to the line for 2 laps to go. It's complete lap number 22. Matthews closes back up now. Here they go through off turn number 2. I should say, we're now off turn number 2 now. Trent Dunham looking for his first victory of the season. Kyle Matthews looking for his 3rd. Seth Cole looks to the low side. Tries for the 2nd spot. He's got it. It's going to let Dunham pull away for the time being. Now, meantime, McIntyre goes inside of Cole Deaver for 2nd place. Oh! And Seth Cole just almost turned Kyle Matthews. That may have just cost us to a shot at the win here. Matthews is not giving up though. White flag waves in the Brickyard 400. 1 lap remaining. Cole Deaver for 3rd position. He's got it on Seth Cole here. Rob Evans, meanwhile, takes 5th from Levi McIntyre. Drops to 7th now as Jesse Turner goes by him. Meantime, Matthews tries to close up on Dunham again. They got 2 more turns to go. But I don't know if it's going to happen right now as they come through turn number 4. Matthews tries to make one more last-ditch effort, but it's not going to happen. And for the first time ever in his career in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, the Brickyard 400 trophy goes back to the state of Texas. Trent Dunham wins the Brickyard 400 at Indy. Chalk up the first one of the season for Sega Motorsports as Trent Dunham takes the victory here today, and we had a crash on the last lap of the race. It was Nathan Hudson at number 18 who's crashed. Cat Batson also involved. Mason Wood in the 52 car, he was involved. A tangle up at this on the cool on the past the checkered flag. Let's take a look as to what happened between on what caused the crash at the checkered flag here. Apparently Nathan Hudson mad at the fact that Cat Batson beat him for 26th position, obviously, and sent them both hard in the wall in the turn number one. Coming down comes Mason Wood. He gets involved and William Brock did a darn good job missing that, keeping his car under control. And since we were right inside with somebody on while the pass happened, here was the pass for the win. Here, Kyle Matthews leading him down. Looked like he may have had the race won. Then, as they come past the line for 3 laps remaining, Dunham gets a run to the inside lane. He had the momentum. Matthews didn't, and they go into turn number one. And Dunham sticks that Sega Chevrolet to the low side and drives on by the number 9 car. Matthews, meantime, almost lost second place to Seth Cole. And that was the race-winning pass here in the Brickyard 400. As from there on out, it was all Trent Dunham as he took the win here in the Brickyard 400 and takes his first victory of the season. There it is at the line. So average speed 155.10. Average speed 155.01 miles per hour. As Trent Dunham takes the victory here today, Kyle Matthews comes home second. Cole Deaver finishes in third. Fourth will go to Rob Evans. Seth Cole, another top 5, finishes in 5th position. Jesse Turner 6th. Levi McIntyre 7th. Charles Sanford 8th. Zach Rogers continues his streak of top 10s. He finishes 9th. And Joshua Osborne matches his car number, finishing in 10th position. Good run for the Jennifer Joe Cobb team for Osborne. Next run, rest of the finishing order for you here. Dylan Young comes home in 11th. Keith Batson 12th. Kev Shearer 13th. Mike Becker 14th. Cole Baker 15th. 16th will go to Phil Parker. 17th to Johnny Gardner. Jordan Anderson comes home in 18th position. 19th will go to Tyler Deaver. And Taylor Gertis will finish in 20th. Rest of the order here, 21st will go to Angel Navarro, Jessica Shelton, 22nd, 23rd, Nikki Martinez, 24th was Matt Haas, Kay Anderson, 25th, 26th will be Kat Batson, 27th to Nathan Hudson, 28th to Zachary Fitzwater, 29th Matt McIntyre, Dylan Poteet will finish in 30th, then Jake Emerson, Zach Winkle, Mason Wood, Jay Jefferson, Cassie Dent, Ty Dent, William Brock, Ryan George, and Mitchell Collins was the rest of the finishing order here. Mitchell Collins did finish the race, by the way, and in a big miracle, he finishes on the lead lap in 39th position. Amazingly enough, I thought he was out of the race for sure, but not so. Mitchell Collins still finishes the lead lap. I mean, albeit 39th, but still finishes on the lead lap despite the hard crash he had in the early portion of the race. So that will do it today at the Brickyard 400. Congratulations again to Trent Dunham, the winner of this race here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything in this channel. We got in our races. We got gaming videos. We got in our online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole is our first channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is on this channel here, and also in full swing as well too. And I'll guarantee you, Seth does his races a lot better than Seth does his races a lot better than I have to offer. If I could talk, that'd be great. But you will not regret checking his races out neither. And so that will do it here today at the Brickyard 400 here. And for now, this is James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA. Off on racing at its best. We will see you at the road course at Watkins Glen for the Butt of the Glen.